Hi, a very warm welcome to all of you. Here it's your mentor, Pulin sir. Let's begin it. Okay, so read the question. A pole of 6 centimeter high casts a shadow 2 root 3 long, 2 root 3 meter long. Then the sun's elevation is. Sun's elevation already we have explained in the first video, so you will not be able to find it difficult. So let us just try to draw a figure with the help of this information. Right, so this is the horizontal level, this is a horizontal level, and then we draw a pole. This is the pole. Say this pole is of your height 6 meter as it is given. Then suppose this is the length of the shadow, this BC, that is how much it is given to be. They have given this as 2 root 3. This much they have given meter, of course this is in meter. So this is the rough figure, and they are now asking you to find this. Actually, if I consider the sun here, right, this is the sun, I have already explained you, then the shadow will go up to this, so this point will join with this. So whatever angle you will get, this is the sun's altitude or sun's elevation. So now to find this, you can easily identify now your idea you bring. These two sides are respectively what? 4 days. This will be opposite side, which we call as perpendicular, and this side will be base because this other one will be hypotenuse as it is 90 degree. Now which particular ratio best relate P and B? Just remember, if you remember it very easily, you will identify that 10 is the ratio which will relate this. So I have to consider 10 of 30, 10 of theta. 10 theta is equal to P by H, that is 6 divided by 2 root 3. This will be cut 3. Then you can go for rationalization, and then you'll be getting that this is equal to root 3. So ultimately, what did you arrive at? 10 theta equal to root 3. And now just I am asking you, what value of theta will be taken here, so the 10 of that theta will be root 3. Can you remember? It will be 60 degrees. So from here we will be concluding that the sun's altitude is 60 degrees. So which option will be correct for you? This is the option which will be correct option. Okay, so just take little time and go through it, try to understand. Now let's move on to the next question without much delay. This is the next question. Okay, so in this question, what you will understand, just try to see first. Main part is to understand the question, because once you understand the question, then you will be able to answer it very comfortably. There will be no problem at all. A tower stands vertically on the ground, which is 25 meter away from the foot of another tower. I should have mentioned another tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 45. Then height of the tower is from a tower stands vertically on the ground, which is 25 meter away from a point, actually not foot, from a point. This is a point, any point. Okay, so then angle of height of the tower you have to find. So for example, now you try to draw the figure. This is the ground, this is the tower, right? This is the tower. Height of the tower you need to find, so this is not known to us, we consider h. Now this is a point, this you do not consider as the foot of the tower, right? There is a point, actually there is a point which is at a distance of 25 meter away from the foot of the tower. So from this point, angle of elevation of the top is given to be 45 degree. This is the question. somewhere I typed it wrong, sorry for that, but you try to understand this question. So angle of elevation of the top of a tower as viewed from a point C, which is 25 meter away from the foot of the tower, is 45 degree. You have to find the height of the tower. Now you see which you need this quantity. With reference to 45 degree, what is this h? Even if I have written h, this will be the perpendicular in our notation. And what will be this? This is base. Again, which ratio you have to use? It is 10 of 45 degree. That will give you what? Perpendicular, that is here it is h by 25. Now can you tell what is 10 45? It is 1. So this is h by 25. Now cross multiplying it, what you will arrive at? 25. So what is the height? 25 meters. So this will be your correct answer. Now for you all, I just want to go for a quick shortcut for this. Just you observe, always do not be of this mood that height and distance problem of this kind should be always involving this. Sometimes what happens, like this problem, you can get the answer very quickly using the geometry. Just try to observe. If this is 90 degree, this is 45, what is the measurement of this? Obviously 45, right? So if it is 45, this whole triangle is isosceles triangle. If it is isosceles, these two sides has to be equal. So if this measurement is 25, then this is automatically 25. So you need not work out these things. I have shown you the correct actual process, which is a long process. But if you apply the geometry here, your answer will be more obvious and quick, right? Okay. Let's move on to the next. This is the next problem. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meters away from the foot of the tower is 45. The height of the tower is. Just can you observe that you are doing the same problem? You are doing the same problem like what problem we did in the last. This is the ground and this is the tower, right? And this height you have to find, and there is a point on the ground which is 30 meters away from the, this point is 30 meters away from the foot here. Then you have to find this height, and this angle is given to be 45 degree again. Now again I will give a shortcut quickly. These two are equal, so what will be the measurement? 30. This is a 30 meter. If unit will be written, okay, fine. Okay. So hope you have understood this. Next problem. From the top of a pillar of height 20 meters, the angle of elevation and depression of the top and the bottom of another tower are respectively 30 degree and 45 degree. The height of the second tower is. Now just you try to understand this, that this is the ground level. They are talking this time two things, angle of elevation and angle of depression. Just try to imagine that this is the original tower and it is having height 20 meter. Fine. There is the original tower. Now there is another tower here, and from the top you are viewing and you got angle of elevation, means the top should be at a higher level than this. So the another tower should be taller than the original. That's the idea you have to create, right? So this height you have to find. The look. This is a very important part. I am now going to explain or include here. The important part is that when you are given the angle of depression and angle of elevation to be considered from a point not from the ground but from somewhere else, your first task is to draw a horizontal line through the eye of the observer, because otherwise you will not be getting the angle of elevation and angle of depression. So horizontal line we have done. So once we see this particular point from here, so this will be the angle of elevation, and that is given as 30 degree. And from here only you have to see the foot. So what it is? 45 degree. Now what exactly you need to find is this complete height, right? This is denoted by this h. This h is denoting this height. So our task is to calculate what is this complete height. Am I clear to you? So had it been a problem of descriptive test, we have to talk about all these. But as we have to go for only identifying the option, you just try to see how short you can do the problem. So first of all, this is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree, and this will be 90 degree, this will be 90 degree. इसका मतलब क्या है? This is a rectangle. If this is a rectangle, this 20 meter means this much will be also how much? 20 meter only. That means I need to only find this particular part. If I can find that, then I can add it with 20. So my complete target will be there to find this particular part. So for reference, I can name it as M, this point. Now, first of all, once you find the 45 degree angle anywhere in figure, always you try to take the advantage, as I told you in the previous problem. So if this is 45, this will be also 45, telling you that this particular side or this particular value is equal to this particular value, length I am talking about. So this length will be h. Have you understood this? I'm sorry, I'm very sorry, this will not be h. This h is completely this 20. This will be 20. Yes. This will be 20 because this is 20, so this will be also 20. So in the triangle above, whatever triangle we have, this triangle ACM, I have come to know about AM, and I need these things, and I know the angle. So with reference to this angle, what is this side we call? Perpendicular, right? Exactly. And what is this called? Base. So what is the base ratio relating them? Yes, you got it correct. It is 10. So 10 of 30 you relate. 10 30 means this value, that is cm, and divided by this value, that is 20. 10 30 is how much? 1 by root 3, that is equal to cm by 20. So from here, what is cm equals? It is 20 by root 3 meters. See, till now you haven't obtained the answer. Now last answer can be obtained simply by adding this part to this, right? So just the rough work, 20 plus 20 by root 3 if you do, then you see these two could be the answer only. So 20 by root 3 has been taken common, then it will be giving you 1, and here root 3 will be left out. So your answer is this, right? I have done directly, very directly, just take little time, or you can make a wise guess, because you are sure that out of these two will be the answer, and there is no negative sign. So very obviously this can be ruled out, and your answer is this. Okay, so move on to the next problem. Take little time to read the question. Always be very clever to read the question, because you must be very punctual in reading the question. Otherwise, what will happen? If you do not read the question well, then you will not understand it well, and your answer may not be exactly correct. Two poles are twice x meter apart. Right? There are two poles. We don't know about the height. If from the midpoint of the line joining their feet, an observer finds the angle of elevation of their tops to be 60 degree and 30 degree respectively, then the ratio of their height. Now just this is the horizontal and these are two towers. They did not say that the towers are same, and obviously you should be able to identify also as the angle of elevations are different from the middle point. Obviously they are not of the same height. Now just make a decision. When the angle is 60 degree, that tower should be higher, means taller, or shorter. Yes, it is to be taller, because more taller means you have to create a bigger angle of elevation, because you have to reach your vision more, and when the angle tower is shorter, then this will be 30 degrees. So this is the figure, this is a midpoint. So according to question, this whole distance has been given as twice x meter. So what do you say about this part? This will be x meter, this will be also x meter. Am I clear here? So what exactly you need to find? Height of this tower. Now here you see there is a very important point to be noted. The important point is that they are talking about the angle of elevation is 60 degree for one tower, another is 30 degree. So whatever is the tower corresponding to angle of elevation is 60 degree, that will consider as the first tower, and that other one is the second tower. That's the very important point to be understood by the word respectively. So when we find the measurement or the ratio of the heights, then also we have to find the ratio of h1 with h2, not h2 with h1. Be very alert about that. Okay, here too luckily all the options are different, but sometimes what will happen, correct option will write in both the ways. Say correct is 3:1, I'll write 3:1 and 1:3. Then if you do the wrong one, you'll still find the option here. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. Now just you take one by one the triangles. Suppose this is a triangle and you need to talk about h. With reference to this, what is this h? h1, it is perpendicular, and the other known part is x. Okay, it is given in the question, means we will consider this as known part, right? Values we do not know, but we will consider this as known. So this is known which is base, this is known which is perpendicular. So what ratio will base relate these two? Yes, it is tan of 60 degree. Tan of 60 degree means h1 by x. Now tan of 60 degree is √3. So this quantity I'll bring this side, this quantity I'll bring here. So it is x into √3, that is equal to h. This is number one. Similar view can be applied for the other triangle. Tan 30 degree will be equal to h2 by x. What is tan 30? 1 by √3, right? So x, if I bring here, you will be getting this h2. This is number 2. The exactly what you need. You need h1 is to h2. That means h1 by h2. So you have to divide this quantity by this. So h1 by h2 equal to, what is the value of h1? It is x √3, and the value of h2 is this much. Okay. Now you see, denominator ratio always gets reverse once you simplify. So √3 will be coming up and this will be going down, x will be cut, and then this is 3. So h1, what you arrived at, I'm writing it here, h1 by h2 is equal to 3, that is 3 by 1. So what is the ratio? 3:1. So take little time, this is the important problem, please mark that. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. Okay, Okay, here is the next problem. Here is the next problem. The angle of depression. Depression means, just at the beginning only you try to decide. Depression means it is the angle which I have to create by seeing down or seeing up, down, right? Of two boats as observed from a watchtower 50-meter high. The watchtower is 50-meter high, and from the watchtower you are observing two boats, and depression angles are 45 and 30 degrees. The distance between the boats you have to find if they are on the same side of the watchtower in the same line as the tower is, right? Did you understand? I am constructing a figure. Try to understand this. This is the watchtower. This is the watchtower, and E is the point from where you will see the boat. This is given to be 50 meters, and there are two boats. This is C, suppose, and this is D. You were trying to watch these two boats. This is one, another is here, right? And as I told you earlier also, that when you draw or you keep the point of observation at somewhere else except the horizontal, so you have to draw. First task is to draw the whatever line you have to draw, a horizontal line through the eye of the observer in order to correctly identify the angle of depression clearly, right? So here 45-degree angle will be bigger one, so this particular angle will be 45 degree and this will be 30 degree. You see, many students commit mistakes many times by writing this is 45, this is 30 degree, but here common sense is very important, right? So by geometry we can say this is 45, this is 30 degree. What exactly I am trying to find is this particular value. I need this value, say x meter, right? I have all this value. Okay, so now overall in the problems you will find that I don't have to find or talk about any such line segments line. I have to only talk about height. I have to talk only about this distance, and very clear from the figure that I need to talk about perpendiculars and bases. Meaning in the whole problem I am going to relate only what? 10. Use 10 theta, right? And just please make a hints clear what I started with today. If one triangle contains 190 degree, 145 degree, the other has to be also 45, telling you that this side is equal to this side. So if this is 50, what is this amount? This distance is very clearly and quickly known as 50 meters. All that you need to find x. Once you will be able to decide this, you are done. Fine. Now as we have solved the problem related to 45, come to 30 degree only, right? Come to only 30 degree please. So in 30 degree, what angle you will take, what ratio will take? It is 10 30 degree. 10 30 degree, 10 is the ratio of perpendicular by hypotenuse. What is the perpendicular for this? This is the opposite side, that is 50. And what will be the base? Many students write this as CD, but remember your complete right triangle is here, so base will be completely this side, so it is 50 plus x. 50 plus x. Now all that you need to simplify, that will give you the result. So this is here. Now we'll do the cross multiplication. So you all are aware about cross multiplication. Then what will happen? This x will keep here, 50 that side will be going, and then we'll be taking it common, so your answer will be this 50 into root 3 minus 1. So 50 into root 3 minus 1 is lying here. So this is the answer of the question, right? So take a little time and just see. Next question is here. Okay, now let us read this. If the angle of elevation of sun is theta and the length of the shadow of a pole is S, then what is the length of the pole, right? So this is the ground, this is the pole whose length I have to find. I don't know, I'll consider this as H. If sun will be here, then my shadow will be coming here, and then this angle has given to be theta, and this length is given to be how much? S. Now I have to find what is H out of that, right? Very clear cut example. These two means perpendicular, you have to relate with base. So what ratio will be best relating it? Tan theta, that is P, that means H here by S. So what is S? H, it is S tan theta. Very nice. Okay, but S tan theta is no good. So we'll remember that tan theta is equal to 1 by cot theta. So what will be the height? It is S by sorry, there is a no, it's okay. I thought the big mistake is there. It is S by cot theta. That is the answer. Okay. So now today it will be the concluding part of your application of trigonometry. But even then, I just want to tell you one very important point which you need to remember. 1, 2, 3, some points. First of all, your common sense is very important for doing a problem, right? Number 2, two important concepts always you try to remember, that is angle of elevation and angle of depression, because these two are only going to complete the figure what you are going to deal with for solving the problems, right? This is very important. People may feel that without knowing this also you can do. No, not like that. And the third thing, you have already done many problems, almost, right? Almost for 90 to 95% problems, except very few, ratio 10 will be only used. So if in some problem, this is for the extreme cases or where you have time but you do not know the answer, then only you will apply this. This is like a trump card, but I'll not say that it will always be possible. But many of the times, what will happen, if you apply 10 of the ratios, 10 ratio of the angle for the angle present in the question, you will be able to get some of the answers, right? But always it is not possible. But 90 to 95% problems, only application of 10 ratios is giving you the answer, right? So thank you for today, right? We'll be coming with another topic very soon. So bye.